Hello, Robert Bolden, Life Transformed. Thank you so much for subscribing to our email list, and thank you so much for clicking on this particular email. We're in the third of a series on promoting our super duper purpose challenge that's coming up. And today, I want to do something and say something that maybe a lot of people will disagree with. Money does not equal happiness. Doesn't. All right? I can speak from experience there. And I know, I've talked to people in the past and they said, well, I'd still like to have that opportunity to see if it does. That's fine. Right? That's fine. If you need to see it and you're willing to keep on chasing money, go ahead, chase that money. All right? But there's a way to attract that money and to live a life of joy and peace and abundance without having to chase after the money. Because money in and of itself does not bring happiness. That is the fact that I'm stating here. Boom, dropping it down. Money in and of itself does not bring happiness. Okay, that's the statement. That's the statement I'm gonna live on. Because I've experienced it, I've seen it. There's all kinds of anecdotal information out there in the world that you can access to. Think about the stars that have millions and billions of dollars and they end up dead or suicide or, think of that. Think of the people that really, our pastor Stephen from Elevation had a series on Copy That, he called it. And, he, at one point in his life, he's like, oh, I really want an Emmy because he's a songwriter and all that. And he produced songs and all that. And there was some person that had like 5 Emmys or whatever. He's like, no, if I had that dude's life. But all he saw was the outside. All he saw was the Emmys and the outside appearance. But he didn't see what was really going on in his life. 5 divorces and, all this crazy stuff. So it's like, be careful what you copy. Be careful what you're striving for. I think the sun's coming in. It's kind of, sun's coming in different. I love the weather we're having right now. Anyway, so be careful, right? Thinking that money is going to bring you happiness. It's really, really a slippery slope there. And I have some insight that we will be sharing during our purpose challenge. So much value that's going to help you kind of give you a new perspective maybe on that money brings you happiness thing. Because, you think about it, you get a big chunk of money and it's like, ooh, I got money. Now what? Now what? What's next? Let's say you had all the money you needed. What would you do then? And then. And would that stuff really bring you true happiness, true peace, true joy, true purpose? Just think it through. And if you think it through and you're like, yeah, it would, then fine. This probably isn't for you. But as you think it through, if you're like, ooh, yeah, that's a pretty neat exercise here. We'll be doing all kinds of stuff like that on the challenge. Things that are thought-provoking. Help you go within, because the changes, the power, the answers are always within, and the changes have to come from within. It's nothing external. And that's what we're going to delve into in this purpose challenge. So I will see you soon with the next installment of this series on our challenge. Register down below for the challenge starting November 22nd. All free. Absolutely free.